Hello and welcome to another video of mine. In this video I would like to discuss the global locks in the Criterion Musaf. Feel free to watch my first video on the global locks. Otherwise, you can stay tuned and listen to this summary. I would also like to thank my friend Jonathan for programming this website, the Criterion786.org. May God reward his work. M1A. All letters in the Quran counted from the beginning to the end is 222,392, which is 19 times 16,968. M1C. The letter count for each verse written next from the end to the beginning is a 13,226 digit number, and this is a multiple of 19. M3E. The absolute sum of all Quran surahs written next to each other is a 618-digit number, which is a multiple of the number 19, and 618 is the abjad value of Surah 1, verse 3, the Gracious, the Merciful, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. M5F. The abjad sum of the letters in each surah written next to each other from the end of the Quran to the beginning of the Quran is the 8025-digit number, which is a multiple of the number 19. M6A. The abjad sum of the reverse conjugate letters in each surah written next to each other is a 21,920-digit number, which is a multiple of 19. M7B. The abjad sum of the reverse conjugate words is a 207,148-digit number, which is a multiple of the number 19. But what exactly does this mean? These global logs protect the original Quran, as Muhammad received it from God, against any additions. For instance, if we go to the website and click on phase 6, we can begin to visualize this. Let's take a letter away as an example and click compute, and we immediately see on the right what breaks. M1 breaks because the total number of letters is not a multiple of 19. M3A also breaks because the total abjad value of the surah changes. Consequently, so does the number that is 618 digits long. The same applies to M5F, M6A, and M7B. Logically, the same thing happens if I add a letter. I am now adding a letter, and as you can see, all the global logs break. But what happens if you add a word or verse? Let us demonstrate this using Surah 9, verse 128 and 129. On the website, under phase 1, we list all the Quranic readings. These also differ in their letter counts. Details you are welcome to examine more closely on the site. If we select the Hafs reading, we find the version of the Quran that is the most spread Quran in the world. If we copy Surah 9 verses 128 and 129, return to the Sandbox, add these two verses and click compute, we will see on the right hand side that the entire structure has collapsed. There is not a single verse too many or too few in the Criterion Musaf. What happens if we move a letter? We can take a letter and move it into another word. In doing so, we will change the total number of letters in the word. Let me quickly do that. Now I will click compute. As we can see, M1 and M3 do not collapse. However, M7B, for instance, does collapse, because moving a letter changed the word's abjad value, meaning the number is no longer a multiple of 19. You could move a letter within the same word, but then the word would no longer make sense. On top of that, all the initials such as Alif Lam Mim, Alif Lam Ra are multiples of the number 19. A fact you can verify yourselves verse by verse in phase 2. The conclusion, therefore, is this: every letter, every word, and every verse must appear in this specific order and arrangement for it to be true. The Criterion Musaf is the very same Quran that the Prophet Muhammad received, verse by verse. If you believe that I, Memo Elch, simply invented this Quran, then I would like to quote this verse. If you are in doubt as to what we have sent down to our servant, then bring a chapter like this, and call upon your witnesses other than God, if you are truthful. Surah 98 verse 1. Those who rejected amongst the people of the book and those who set up partners would not leave until proof came to them. A messenger from God reciting purified scripts, in them are valuable books. By God's grace, I am that messenger with the purified pages. The Quran as it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. We have sent our messengers with clear proofs, and we sent down with them the book and the balance, that the people may uphold justice. We sent down the iron, wherein there is a great strength, and many benefits for the people, so that God would distinguish those who would support him and his messenger on acknowledgement. God is powerful. If they reject you, their messengers before you were also rejected. They came with proof and the Psalms and the book of enlightenment. God sent me with the same Quran as Muhammad in clear Arabic to clarify it to the people so that they would follow this Quran alone. However, do not misunderstand me. You can read translations and it is good that you read it. But only the Arabic Quran is divine.